Hello everybody, it's James here from the Sawyer Family Reviews channel. Today is Wednesday, October 26th, 2022, and this is the weekly comic book pickups video. Every week I buy comic books. I get them for myself, I get them for my kids, I get them at Queen City Comics in Fairfield, Ohio. Zip code 45014. If you're in the area and into comic books, check out the comic shop, and while you're over there, check out the toy department, why don't you? Alright, so we've got some new books in here, just a handful. And then we've got a book from my shelves that I want to share with you. Something maybe I enjoyed reading or that's been overlooked or just something that's in my collection, whatever it is. And I will leave a link in the info section for you to check Amazon to see if this book happens to be available, if it's something that tickles thy fancy. All right, let's jump in. So first things first, we've got Sonic for Gracie. We got Sonic issue 54, $3.99. This was a new book this week. And there was nothing else for her that she typically would buy. So I grabbed Sonic. I've been getting her Sonic off and on weeks where, hey, there's a Sonic book and there's nothing else. I'll grab a Sonic book because she likes Sonic. And the IDW Sonic series, much like the Turtles series, is one of those long-running series that maybe doesn't get the hype, the big hype stories or something like that, but that it's long-running, so it must be doing something right. It must be consistently good for it to keep going like that. So we've got story by Evan Stanley, art by Evan Stanley and Natalie Haynes. There's your colors. So every time we pick up one of these and I flip through it, I'm like, it looks pretty fun. Looks pretty good. And she's excited when she gets a Sonic comic. So there you go. Next up is a book for Blaze. We've got Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead, issue 2. This is written by Bruce Campbell with art by Eduardo Risso. This is $3.99. I grabbed him this cover by Gary Frank because I thought it was awesome. Look at that. Look at that. This is the regular cover. There were, I think, 1 or 2 other variants. Yay, Stargirl. We're in the midst of watching season 3 right now, and it's awesome. Gracie is going as Stargirl for Halloween. She went to trunk or treat last night. There was only one guy who knew who Stargirl was. Everybody else was like, oh, it's Captain America. Oh, it's this. I'm like, no, she's Stargirl. She's dressed just like Stargirl. She's got a staff like Stargirl. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Yeah, this book is fun. I only kind of flipped through the first one. I liked the art. I like Bruce Campbell. I like the idea of it. So I need to read Blaze's copy still of the first issue, and now apparently the second issue. Blaze also had the choices of Creepshow and Batman Beyond the White Knight, but since I was only getting one book across the board for everybody, I was trying to keep it kind of light today because I had a bunch of the Playmates Last Ronin figures that came in, so I had to buy a bunch of those. So I was trying to keep it kind of light today. So I just got him Sergeant Rock, and I was like, hey, dude, you got 2 other ones if you want to swing by the comic shop that you also read. So those also came out today, and that's why they're not in here. The last book today is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Armageddon Game, number 2. I grabbed multiple copies of this. I know I just complained and said, well, I'm only going to get one each. Hey, look, I'm paying for them. That's why I'm able to grab multiples for myself. So I grabbed 1 copy for Keaton and then multiple covers for myself. I grabbed the regular cover, the Eastman cover, this cuddly cowlick cover, and then I grabbed the incentive cover as well, which I thought was pretty cool looking. I guess I'm buying all the Turtles covers now. I guess that's something I do. I've said this before, I'm not caught up on IDW, so I'm not currently reading the series. I think that Keaton read the first one, though. And since he had nothing else, I was like, well, you know what? I'm just going to grab it for him. And then he can tell me if that was an error, if I should not have grabbed that, or what. There's these turtle clones, apparently. I see neutrinos in this. Yeah. So I'm not going to flip through that too much because I don't want to spoil anything for myself, too. But this is by Tom Waltz. Vincenzo Federici doing the art, and it retails at $4.99. This is the big giant crossover thing that's currently happening is Armageddon Game. So there we go. That's the books for today. Then the book for my shelves is Robin Volume 2. Yeah, I jumped back into another DC book. I know I've been pretty Turtles and 80s heavy lately, but I was like, you know what? I need to grab a few more DCs. I got so many DCs to cover still. So I grabbed another DC, and this is one of my favorites. So I was like, you know, I'm going to grab something I'm pretty excited about that I really liked reading. So I went with this guy. This is Robin Volume 2. I believe there were 5 volumes that DC did of the Robin stuff. This originally retailed at $24.99. I think it's out of print, but I don't think it's expensive. I think a lot of these hit ollies, so it's not tough to get it, and it's not super expensive, at least last I checked. So in this volume, we've got Batman 465, 467 through 469, Robin 2, 1 through 4, and Robin 3, 1 through 6, which completes the Robin miniseries sets. There's Robin 2, Robin 3, and then Robin, the regular series after that. This also includes one of my favorite Batman covers of all time by Norm Brayfogle. This image of Batman and Robin standing together on a rooftop is burned into my memory. I redrew this cover so many times myself. I would look at the cover and I'd redraw it. Some classic Tim Drake Robin stuff. The pre-New 52, pre-Rebirth, pre-whatever Robin, my Tim Drake Robin, is some of the classic stuff of him. So we've got the Batman 465, which is kind of his first team up with Batman again after the Robin miniseries. Then we've got the Shadow Box 3-parter, which involves Lynx and that gang and King Snake, and this is almost like a sequel to the Robin miniseries. This is. And then we've got Robin 2 after that. Let me get through the rest of Shadow Box. This is all by Chuck Dixon and Tom Lyle. Robin 2, Batman's out of town, and Robin has to take care of Gotham after Joker breaks out of Arkham. This miniseries is awesome. It's awesome. Robin 1 is my favorite Robin miniseries for sure, but Robin 2 is pretty darn great too. I believe this one was only 4 issues, if I remember right. And then Robin 3, Cry of the Huntress, was a 6-issue miniseries. It's good. It involves the return of King Snake, and it has KG Beast, Lynx, and all that stuff. But it's not on the same level as Robin 1 and Robin 2. It is fun read. It's, in my opinion, much better than just about anything DC's currently doing. But in comparison to Robin 1 and 2, it's not as strong, in my opinion. It also had this weird cover gimmick where you'd move this panel and the covers would look like they had motion. It was very odd. Robin 2 had these hologram covers that were really cool. Little hologram stickers that were on there. But yes, Robin 2, Volume 2, Robin Volume 1, Robin Volume 2. If you want to read some classic Tim Drake greatness, those 2 volumes are essential. They're essential to Robin reading. And this is a great volume. So that is it this time around. If you enjoy the videos, like, subscribe, notify. I've got more toy reviews coming now that the family's gotten over all the illnesses and such. I hope to get back into it. I'm hopeful to record one today to go up later in the week or this weekend. I haven't really decided what it's going to be yet. I'm hopeful to do it, though, and then hope to get back on a regular schedule again, as I was doing before, trying to do at least one per week. Always the comic videos, one per week. So if you enjoy what you see, please subscribe, like, notify. I think at this point I'm 30 away from 10,000 subscribers, which is crazy to me that I would get to that benchmark, that could happen. So thank you, everybody that's already subscribed. And if you haven't yet subscribed and you enjoy the videos, please subscribe. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye.